it to me.
So it's like there's a delay.
Oh yeah, quite a bit because somebody didn't have the other side turned on yet. That's okay. We're live. So.
It was a long weekend. You're allowed to.
Yeah, but the days are getting longer. Believe me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's right. GRE. Why? Hope for must have been an early one. Don't mind me. Show. There we go. Anyway, yeah. What a weekend! Wow, long, cold.
Very cold.
Did I mention it was cold?
It's even colder when you don't have your propane for your furnace on in your RV.
Won't help you there. I didn't have that problem, but I can assure you, I added about 2 or 3 layers of clothing for Saturday night show, and I stayed warm.
Saturday night was definitely very cold.
It's a little tough getting the arms up there, but
yeah,
I had a lot of layers on, but I stayed warm Saturday. Friday, I was froze to the bone. But great show, Snyder County, everybody, pullers.
Yeah, wonderful show.
Absolutely. 105 plus hooks Friday night, and to be done, what was it, a little after 12. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was right around midnight, I think we got done.
A lot of stuff going on. And I believe Saturday was 87, 88 hooks, and got done in a respectable time. So hats off to the crew. They did an awesome job getting the show, keeping the show moving. There's a couple, stuff breaks. So
yep.
You're going to have a little bit of downtime.
Yeah, but I don't think there was any major. No, Larry. Actually, I think I just warmed up this afternoon. Was about when.
Yeah. Clint was home in his recliner. It's whatever. Nice warm recliner. Yeah. But it was a good time, and look forward to that pool every year. And Joey, I sent you a message. I know you're busy, but your thumb drives are on the way. But anyway, yeah, great pool, great. Have a great show. Thank you. I don't know who that is. It might be coming from the other room here. I'm not sure. That way. Pointed the wrong way. That way. But yes. We had 8 classes Friday night and 6 on Saturday.
And people from all over, as always. Many New York people came down.
Yeah. Yep. Sure,
definitely a very fun...
Ohio too, and of course Pennsylvania, wherever. Connecticut.
Virginia pullers came up.
Virginia. Yep.
Way to go, Joey and team.
Yes. Well, we'll get started with the 6300. I think it's 63. Pro Street Gas 4x4. We'll just leave it at that. I had to write numbers down. Oh no! Guess what? Guess what?
You don't have a number.
I don't have the places. I'll tell you what, Kendra. Why don't you go ahead with the second class, the 7700 Light Limited, while I go through here as quick as I can now. I have about 3 times as many pullers, 3 to 4 times as many pullers as you do.
Yeah. So. Well, I can certainly talk all the gibberish about these 7700 Light Limited guys. This is the first time that they were actually present for championship night, and we had 5 vehicles present. I think one of the things that kind of hurt that class the most here, I'm trying to get everything figured out here. Got all my screens working. Oh my, he made me big. One of the things that kind of hurt this class, talking to some of the Virginia guys, there was a Dragon Motorsports points hook for them on Saturday night. So it's kind of hard for them to come all the way to Northern PA, which was quite a hike for them. And then have a points hook the next night. So totally understand that. Hopefully it'll work out better for him next year. But anyway, as we were saying, a Virginia puller actually took home the win for the 7700 Light Limited tractors. Bradley Seal, with his mother-in-law's Nightmare, took the win at 340.30. Second place went to Ben Flaherty Jr. with the Smokin' Red International at 337.05. Good to see them guys have that tractor back up and running. Had to go down. I believe he broke at Berryville earlier this summer. Had a oil pump issue that kind of brought him out. But good to see him back there near the top. Third place went to Smokey Smith with the Fast Forward Late Limited at 326.65. Fourth place went to Jason Michael, another tractor that's been out for the majority of the summer. Unleashed took home fourth place at 323.65. And rounding out the class was the local guy, Matt Dersham, with the other half at 317.6.
Don't mind me.
Say, somebody's still trying to use his fingers and toes to count numbers over there?
No, I'm looking at the wrong freaking event. Imagine that. Oh, boy.
Numbers are hard sometimes.
Yeah. You'll be old one day, Kendra.
That's
Anyway.
okay. Sometimes I question my ability to be an accountant.
I'll go ahead. Excuse me. I'll go ahead and do the next class, and then while you're doing
the mods.
I know you got all small classes. I got all anyway.
For the record, folks, he's the one who picked which classes we were reading, not me.
And you'll all hear why here very shortly. I was trying to be the nice guy here. It just happened to work out so perfect for Kendra. Anyway. 10.5 hot stock. We'll go ahead and do that class stuff. Hang in there, Pro Street guys. We're going to get you covered here shortly. Great class of 13 tractors here. I actually have these numbers.
Good. That's because you already did this video.
Nope, I got that one ready. Oh.
So go check out the video of this class on Eastern Extreme YouTube's page.
Just dropped this morning.
Yes.
Nick Morrison and Toxic. Got my message last night. I hadn't forgot about him. He said, "Hey, if you get that video," I said, "Yep, it's on the way." Taking the win, 10.5 hot stock, and the championship for Snyder County Tractor Pullers in the 10,500 pound hot stock. Dennis Boot with Black Stripe Addiction. Here, 305.85, taking the win. Fantastic season out of 4 or 5 wins, I believe it is, that was mentioned. And congratulations, Dennis and Team Boop, if you will. And great season. Second place, last year's champion, Jeremy DeLuca with Sunset Smoker at 305.40. Third was Jeff Brenninger with the Red Law at 301.10. Also, tied for third at 301.10 was the Shed Shaker of Brian Morrison. Sure, I didn't get tongue-tied on that. That brings us to fifth place, Ray Belak with Rage and Red at 300.85. Sixth was Nick Morrison with Toxic. We just talked about him.
Yeah, we were just talking about him.
297.85. Seventh was Michael Menegas with the Just Glued Together John Deere at 295.30. Eighth was Matt Houck's Old Red at 294.95. Ninth was John Foreman with It's Always Something. That's a John Deere at 292.30. And I mean, it's a John Deere. It's not because it's always something. It's just a John Deere. 10th, Brad Kramer with Fence Row Deere, 292.10. I believe that's a John Deere too. 11th was Brad Peters with his Case 970 at 290.95. Excuse me. 12th was Aaron Bauer at 275.70. And 13th was Mike Ritchie with the Next Thing Smoking John Deere at 274.15. And Brad Peters was first hook on a sled reset, meaning he was number 2 in the class to pull, and turned it down. And his first distance was 293.60. That would have put him in 9th. So that poor Brad, that rehook cost him 2 spots. So
man,
it's not
that's
funny,
painful. Yeah,
it's just
it's the name of the game sometimes, though.
Absolutely. So give me some time. I've got like 20 vehicles to get figured out here.
You know, you could pull it up on Mr. Hegenstaller's website.
Well, yes, I could.
I mean, that's what I did. I make my life as easy as I can.
Actually, let me try something here.
Also, big shout out to Mr. Dennis Heggenstaller for not only announcing, but also having the results to us. I think we were back in the RV on Saturday night, not even a half an hour after the show, looking at all of the results. So
Shall
Thank you
I
very
just
much, Peggy. Definitely appreciate that.
absolutely? And I complimented him on that face to face there, and thanked him
Yep.
for his work, and love the fast results.
Yep.
Now,
All right. So now we'll get into class number 4 of the
oh,
evening.
I'm ready to go. If you'd like to take another
Oh,
break,
okay. Go
I'll
ahead.
go ahead and knock these guys out here.
All right, let's go out.
6,300-pound Pro Street Gas 4x4 trucks, big class of trucks, very competitive class. Taking the win, Mike Barr, no stranger to the winner's circle, with the sled wrecker Chevy 330.90. Second was Robert Markey Jr. with the Devastation Chevrolet at 325.90. And Robert Markey was the 2022 champion, if I do remember correctly. Third was Adam Tice with the Untamed Outlaw Ford at 325.05. Fourth was Brian Struble with his Ford at 323.80. Boy, this is a lot to read. Okay. Fifth was Nicholas Mann. Don't laugh at me, woman. Nicholas Mann Jr. was fifth with a truck he aptly calls POS. I'll just let your mind wander from there. 18 feet even. Sixth was Brandon Struble with the Mutiny Ford at 316.30. Man, such blood and anger and boy. Seventh, Fred Mikesel with the famous Rat Poison Ford at 311.20. Eighth was Craig Shanner with the Unlimited Pleasure Ford, and that's a pretty truck, orange, and got the weight box all lit up with a Ford emblem. And 310 feet even. Ninth was David Zona with his Chevy at 309.70. 10th, Chris Brossman with his Chevy at 308.30. 11th was Jason Garris, another Chevrolet truck, at 307.95. 12th was Steve Zeckman's Ford at 305.35. 13th was the Sick Obsession Chevy of Kyle Harder at 304.80. 14th was Kim Freed, okay, with the Frogtown Favorite at 303.15. And that is a Dodge. 15th, Bob Markey with his Chevrolet, a GMC, excuse me, at 298.15. 16th was Mike Mitchell Jr. with his Ford at 292.85. Not done. 17th was Dwayne Temp with his Ford at 285.45. 18th was Glenn Beckley's Ford. I believe it's called Charles. I got a name Charles written down here. So 285.10. 19th was Dakota Grumbine with the Chevrolet. Let's see, 277.60, and that truck is called Recreational Tillage. How would you like to letter that truck? Yeah. And 20th, Justin Markey with a truck he calls Leftovers, a 71 GMC at 242.50, and unfortunately that run cost Justin an engine. So you can see that, but we all know that's pulling.
Yep.
Okay.
There are quite a few people who lost engines this summer.
Yeah, it's been a year. It's been a year for sure.
All right. So back to class number 4 was the 8,000 open mods. Actually had pullers from 3 different classes present for this, and there was only 6 in the class. So that's pretty impressive. Taking the win was our very own East Coast puller, Jason McKenzie, with the Never Satisfied mod, who added an engine for the weekend to run against the Ramblin' Rose tractor. And it looks like it paid off for him. He went 374 feet, 0.10, taking the win. Very closely behind him was Tom Owens with the Ramblin' Rose out of New York at 373.70. Third place went to Mark Cole with the Gambler, another tractor out of New York, at 341.45. Fourth place went to Ian Ericker, our very own favorite Village Idiot, with the Locked and Loaded modified at 318.70. Fifth place went to Dave Deku with the Double Vision, 248.6. And sixth place went to Robert Wittenbrader with the Live Wire at 197.50. That's all she wrote for that class. I believe we have the Enhanced Farm next.
Okay, I'm just going to read it from the screen again. Yeah, the 12,000-pound Enhanced Farm class had a little bit of struggling during the event or during the class. Some guys had a rough time getting off the line. But anyway, taking the win, Mike Quarter with the other deer at 3:07:55. Why am I looking at my paper? It's right in front of me. Second was Caitlin Hauk with the little stinker too at 2:95:15. Third, Mason Sudall with a John Deere at 2:94:05. Fourth was Rick Shirey Jr. with the plow jockey 2:89:20. Shoot, I got lost. Fifth was Sam Marks with the Smoking Bandit at 2:76:70. Now, why is it doing that? Because that's why. Okay. Seventh was Clint Ulrich with the Diggin' Binder at 2:76:55. Seventh, Matt Sudall with a John Deere 6030 at 2:76:40. Eighth was Dan Mundrick with Stripes at 2:66:85. Ninth was Glenn Gardner with his Massey Ferguson at 2:49:45. 10th was the Barnyard Kid, DJ Boop, at 1:96:90. 11th was Fat Boy's Toy of Steve Mundrick at 81.15. And Brooks Major with the mystery case was broke. We just call it broke, so no pull. And I believe he was first hook, and I think it broke a rocker arm, and they did reset the sled, and he was not able to come back. So, and
do you know who won their points, that class? That's what I was looking at right now.
Yes, Mike Quarter. The other deer, Mike Quarter.
Quarters. Yep.
Mike Quarter is your 2022 Enhanced Farm Champion.
Wanted to make sure we gave all of those points champions a
Absolutely
special shout out as well.
Absolutely.
All right. So that took us into the 7,800 pound Run What You Brung diesel 4x4 truck class.
Hint number one. Hint number one, run what you brung.
Run what you brung and hope you brung enoug. Taking the win was the Chapter 11 Ford of Norm Newswanger, going 333 feet, 0.55.
I'm disappointed. Hold on just a minute. I'm very disappointed in you. Now that I'm back on the screen, I can see you. I expected a little more exuberation, a little more jolliness, a little more happiness, a little more pickleness out of you.
I'm very, very happy, but I'm trying not to play favorite.
Taking the win, you have to. Come on.
I think everybody very well knows that that's my favorite truck. I mean, it kind of has to be.
Norm had an awesome weekend.
We had a very, very good weekend.
As I've been posting, #untouchable.
That truck certainly likes the Selinsgrove dirt. That's just where we will leave that as. Yes.
Hello, y'all.
Yep, and JR definitely dubbed the #untouchable there.
Yes.
So
he had a
perfect
weekend. He really had two awesome runs.
Yep. Two very, very nice passes.
And real quick before you get started, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yes.
The Jerry Varner fundraiser. I still haven't talked to Barbara, but I'm hoping that people have been sending money down there. I've been giving their address out. So fantastic support so far, hopefully. And we appreciate it. And I'm sure the family of the Varners appreciate it. And when I do get a chance to talk to her, I'm sure she'll fill me in on how much they have been able to bring in. So we do appreciate it. The address is right down below us here. And I also have it listed on the Eastern Extreme Pulling forum board. It is also mentioned on social media without an address. So if you don't come back here and read it, you don't go to the website and read it, send me a private message on Facebook and we'll hook you up with the address. Please give what you can.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Back to the Run What You Brung class. Very, very fortunate to have Mr. Van Hazley come in too from all the way out in Indiana. Van builds a lot of the engines for the Super Stock Diesel truck class, and even a lot of the 3.6 guys. So definitely happy to have him come in and support one of our local pools. Van with the Rock Hard Ram actually took second place at 329.25. Third place went to Jake Slingoff with the Empty Pockets Dodge. It's definitely one of the sharpest looking trucks in the class. We'll definitely give him that. Yeah, it's definitely a different looking truck. Like it's the older body style. Yeah, it's a 1941 Dodge sheet metal. Empty Pockets took home third place at 327.70. Fourth place went to Tommy Hassler with the Twisted Addiction Ford. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Ford.
Oh,
sorry,
boy.
Tommy. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
3:14:30 was his distance. And that actually was good enough to tie him and Carl Ankowitz going in for the points championship on Saturday night. So we'll discuss where that ended up on Friday or on Saturday here in a little bit. Fifth place went to Carl Butler with that super sharp looking One Nation truck at 311.80. Sixth place went to Carl Ankowitz with the Living on the Edge at 309.5. Seventh place went to Mike Lepley with the Hostile at 309 even. And rounding out the class was Jacob, is it Kissling? With the Bad Karma. With the Bad Karma GMC at 242.60.
Stay tuned. It only gets better.
Yeah, it only gets better.
Run what you're wrong. Okay. Next up was the 3.0. 8,000-pound 3.0 diesel 4x4 truck. Limited Pro diesel 4x4 trucks. 17. I'm telling you what, you pull in 17 3.0 trucks, you're getting her done, man. That's awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome.
And they were all very good, very competitive trucks. Man.
Right on top of one another. You bet. You bet. Can't wait. Just pay attention to the distances.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pronounce it in my best English I can. So, Fred was number one. Fred. Mike Wilson. Everybody was like, what is that Fred truck? It is a Ford. We know that. But, yeah, Mike Wilson out of Nickelville, New York, come down and took the win Friday night with Fred at 340.20. Second was Jay Hill with his Widowmaker Dodge at 337.05. Listen to these distances, folks. Third, Travis Pushlar with the Matrix at 332.55. Fourth was Chuck Dutter with the Common Hooker, 331.85. Fifth was John King with the Against All Odds. I'm thinking of a different John. I'm sorry. Yeah. And no, not John Mans either. Yeah. John King driving Clint Mills Against All Odds was fifth.
I believe that was his father-in-law.
Yes. It was 330.50. Sixth was Tom Nicholas with It'll Be Fine at 330.35. Seventh was Kyle Spickerman with the Old Jenny at 329.30. I mean, they're just, half a foot, whatever, right on top of one another here. Eighth was Billy Mead with the older Jenny at 328.15. Ninth was Jared Brown with Bad Karma at 327.65. 10th was Greg Walker with Dreams Happen at 324.55. 11th, Michael Garofalo with their Perseverance Dodge at 322.05. 12th, Jason Heimbach he was at 320.95. 13th was Rich Wolf with the Last Minute Ford with a Cummins under the hood. Fummins, if you will. Of course, that's Jason Heimbach, also a Fummins. But anyway, 13th, Rich Wolf, 312.50. 14th, Justin Gordon, out of line. Guess what? It's a Ford with a Cummins. 310.70. 15th was Jeffrey Moeller with Lockjaw at 309.55. 16th was Brendan Fink, excuse me. And that is a 2.6 truck called Homewrecker at 301 even. Pretty good distance for a 2.6 truck. Adam Osborne with Greta was 17th, rounding out the class at 289.35. And that truck was from Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, New York, Maryland, Pennsylvania. Quite a few New York trucks there. So just a nice showing of pullers from all around.
And it's kind of nice for the local guys to see where they are. You know what I mean? It's kind of nice whenever you bring in some of those other pullers.
Yep.
All right.
Last up for the night.
So that takes us to the 8,500-pound wild street class. And JR might have said that I had all the small classes, but I also got the biggest class.
Actually, yeah, you did. Yes,
Yep,
you did.
24 hooks in the wild street class. And obviously, after the evening was over, after the pool was over, there was a lot of truck pullers hanging around down at our RV.
Yes.
And many of them were impressed by the Wild Street guys. So I think
I wasn't a truck. I'm not a truck puller.
Well, you weren't there when we were talking about this class.
Jeez.
No. A couple of the super stock guys were like, man, that's a pretty stout class. I think they were kind of impressed. So good job to all of those pullers involved. Taking the win out of the impressive 24 trucks was Sindal Steiner with his 2006 Dodge going 344.25 feet.
Question. I have a question.
Answer.
I think that Sindal is a mistake. Shouldn't that be an L? As in Lindahl Steiner?
I don't know the answer to that.
If anybody in chat knows Mr. Steiner's first name begins with a C or an L, we would like that, because all my videos prior to the current sheets I have has been L, Lindahl Steiner. So, well, just curious.
I don't know the answer to that.
I know where to find it. I'll be back.
Okay. Second place went to John Allen out of Middle Grove, New York, with his 2001 Chevy going 336 feet. Hate when you do that. Third place went to, here I done messed up my screen. Third place went to Garrett Brooks with his 2011 Dodge going 335.9 feet. Fourth place went to Todd Young with his 2008 Ford going 333.15. Fifth place went to Marlon Shirk out of Winfield, Pennsylvania with his 2006 Dodge going 332.7 feet. Sixth place went to Colin Zeckman out of Millmont with his 2002 Dodge Ram going 331.45. Seventh place went to Kayla Zeckman, also out of Millmont, going 328.75. Eighth place went to Dylan Rupp out of Mount Holly Springs with his 2008 Ford F350, going 327.35 feet. Ninth place went to George. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, out of Colden, New York, with his 2001 Dodge Ram. But I like his truck name. She's pissed. 323.
Good remote. Good remote.
So that's real. That's not okay. I was like, maybe that's just.
I guess it is. Aggie, we got Hawk.
Yeah. At 323.35. 10th place went to Jason Schroeder with his 1997 Dodge Ram at 322.85 feet. 11th place went to Brian Rarick out of Ringtown, Pennsylvania with his 2006 Dodge Ram going 321 even. 12th place went to Dawson Hostetler out of Annville, PA with his 2006 GMC 2500 going 319.65. 13th place went to Matt Fessler with his 2005 Chevy 2500 going 312.15. 14th went to Matt Mace out of Sunbury with the 2002 Dodge Ram he called Little by Little going 311.8. 15th went to David Heller out of Chickshinny. We know another guy out of Chickshinny with the 2006 GMC he calls Max Effort. His distance was 303.9. 16th went to Hunter Riker out of Mercersburg with the 2013 Dodge Ram going 303.5. 17th went to Sean Mahoney with his 2004 Chevy that he called Overtime going 299.30. 18th went to Clyde Weaver with his 2017 Ford F-250 going 298.95. 19th place went to Kevin Riggle with his 2002 Chevy going 297.4. 20th place went to Tyler Schrader with his 2015 GMC that he went 294.95. 21st went to Jeremy Utzi with his 2006 Chevy that he calls the White Knight at 285.5. 22nd place was Mike Ritz with the 2005 Dodge 3500 that he went 284.5. 23rd went to, oh my goodness, Adam Foltz out of Edinburgh, Virginia. I know somebody lives in Edinburgh. With his 2001 Dodge Ram that he called Side Piece going 113.15.
Ain't called Barnyard Ram, is it?
So I was just wondering. I was like, wonder if he knows old Toby Markley.
Yeah.
And then it looks like the 24th truck was actually an exhibition hook. Was Chris Lloyd out of Lewisburg, who went 262.25. Not sure why he wasn't able to pull in the class. Looks like that would have been good enough for 23rd place.
Newsflash. I went back. Even to 2021, it is Lindahl with an L.
Lindahl.
Lindahl Stein. Lindahl Stein.
We apologize, Lindahl, but congratulations on your win.
Yes.
And that wrapped her up for Friday night's show.
A cold, frigid, especially when you're 10 foot in the air, windy, Friday night.
Very, very cold, windy Friday night. Saturday just
have I
got
mentioned
worse.
it was chilly?
It was very, very chilly.
Wasn't for me. I had layers on, man.
I had layers, but I was still cold.
Yeah, it was chilly. It was chilly. Yeah, so this was a little more off the beaten path, if you will, from Snyder County Tractor Pullers classes. This is, I mean, there was a couple, but, oh yeah, there's three, right?
Yeah, I think it was half and half.
Yeah. But Joey goes to work, goes to a lot of pools outside of that particular area, and tries to recruit some people to come in for this. Super Stock Pro Stock tractors were the first class for Saturday night, and Anthony Hamrick says any Shenandoah County native knows Toby. I call him Tobes. I don't say Tobes, but anyway, very familiar name, took the win. Super Stock Pro Stock tractors had 8 on hand, and taking the win, Corey Hoyt. No surprise there. A stress case. 359.90.
Good way to start the show right there.
Absolutely. And second place, and it was good to see Josh Martin with Think Green at 326.65. Third was Jacob Begger driving his father's Patriot International alcohol tractor at 301.50. Fourth was Kevin Windsor Jr. driving 6-shooter, another alcohol fueled tractor at 300.55. Fifth was Cody Yutt. His first time in the driver's seat, I do believe.
Yeah, it was his first time.
First time in the driver's seat, taking fifth with a light pro, 8,500-pound light pro tractor, Rolling Thunder, 287.75. Sixth was Caitlin Hauk, driving her dad's little stinker, and that would be, I guess, a light pro as well, or mod turbo. 254.85. Seventh was Matt Dersham with the other half at 252.70. And eighth, Randy Martin with Dairy Deer. Unfortunately, got over on the right-hand side and nipped the white sideline and was DQ'd.
Yep.
At 279 feet even, unfortunately. So that's it.
All right. The second class we got into was the 8,000-pound 2.6 Pro Street Diesel class, taking the win as well as solidifying his points championship was Nick Kinnaman with the Devil's Hooker going 346.25 feet. I know I give John Mans and his crew a hard time a lot, but congratulations.
Oh, it's fun. You got to.
Yeah. I mean, there ain't nobody better to pick on than John Mans.
Yep.
So congratulations, Nick. I know that team works very, very hard all throughout the season. Good to see them guys getting
congratulations. You bet.
You bet. As well as the teammate, which we'll get to here later in the show. Second place went to Brandon Fink with the home wrecker, 340.45. And yeah, looks like he also got second place in the points. So congratulations to him as well. Ron King with the Problem Child took home third, going 339.65. Fourth place was Rich Myers with the Cyclone, 337.25. Fifth place went to Carson Stauffer with his 2008 Ford F-250 at 332.55. Sixth place went to Kyler Zeckman with his 1994 Dodge going 329.05. Seventh place went to David Heller with the Iron Will at 328.5. Eighth place went to Todd Young with the Gray Area at 320.85. Ninth place went to Noah Hostetler with the Not a Clue Ford, going 319 even. 10th place went to Louis Slobata with the Hassler Diesel Ford at 318.26.
You did good.
I had to look at it for a second. I was like, oh, wait, I do know how to say this. 11th place went to Adam Osborne with the Greta T at 318.15. 12th place went to Colin Zeckman with the 1995 Dodge at 314.55. 13th place went to Dave Orwin out of Middleburg with his 1999 Ford going 313.65. 14th went to Derek Nearhood with the Jekyll and Hyde Ford at 311.55. 15th place went to Adam Funk with the Over Budget at 305.4. 16th place went to Luke Souter with the Mighty Max at 297.85. 17th went to Chris Lloyd out of Lewisburg with his 2000 Dodge Ram going 291.85. 18th. I heard the noise come out of my computer. The phone lit up.
People leave the
What
lady
is
alone. She's
happening?
busy right now.
I know. Don't people know what I'm doing on a Wednesday evening? 18th place went to Colin Rexford with the Endless Expense at 270.35. And rounding out the class of 19 was Gary Rexford with the Warhorse going 244.45. And we talked about how in the 3.0 class where all the trucks were from. Same here. We had New Jersey, Connecticut, PA, New York, a Maryland truck. So once again, Snyder County bringing in trucks and tractors from all over the, what do you want to call this? The Mid-Atlantic region.
And guess
Or
what? That
Newton.
Maryland truck was that champion.
That Maryland truck. That Maryland.
Merlin
Maryland.
truck. Absolutely. Good job, guys.
Yep.
Modified 2-wheel drive trucks. First time for Joey and the crew at Snyder County at Selinsgrove, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe? I don't think I've ever seen them there before. 4 made the trip. Irv Clark, I heard, had some mechanical breakage and stuff, so obviously he was not able to be there with his 2 trucks. And had there not been a Carolina hook, there was rumor that some of them were coming, but that didn't come true. So anyway, Crystal Wilson with her Dirty Money took the win, 361.55. Second was her son Darren Wilson with Dirty Money at 359.90. Third was Robbie Campbell with a brand new truck, new to Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it has a name yet. It's pretty truck. Runs good too. 336.80. And fourth was Bob Wittenbrader with the Bear Express at 331.15. Good showing. Great runs by all 4 trucks, and look forward to watching Robbie in the future with his new hot rod. So you're next.
My turn again. And we will go back.
I can read the class if you'd like me to. But I am more than sure you're
You'd
going to
probably
step
blow his head up more than I would.
Ain't going to do it. Run, boy.
Next, we go back to the 7800 Run What You Brung class. Had 7 vehicles on, 7 trucks on hand on Saturday night. And very, very fortunately, taking the win once again was Mr. Norm Newswanger with Chapter 11. Sweeping the weekend. Like I said, we had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. 328.20 feet was good enough for first place. Second place again was Van Hazley with the rock hard ram going.
Easy, don't fall to pieces here. Easy.
Dropping my my fidget pen here.
You dropped your pickle.
We're just gonna let that one roll. Second place, like I said, was Mr. Van Hazley with the rock hard ram going 319.8. Third place, remember how we said Carl and Tommy were tied going in on, well, I guess Saturday night. Carl Ankowitz would end up taking the top spot with a third place finish on Saturday with his Living on the Edge Dodge going 318.15. Fourth place went to Mike Lepley with the Hostile at 311.20. Mike, if you're watching, thank you for the fire ring and keeping us all warm on Friday night. It was great getting to catch up with you. Fifth place went to Tommy Hassler with his Ford Twisted Addiction at 307.30. Sixth place went to Carl Butler with the One Nation truck going 276.8. He definitely had a couple mechanical issues. They're thinking maybe it was the bottom charger, or not really sure what was happening there. And rounding out the class was Jacob Kiesling with the Bad Karma GMC at 235.50. Unfortunately, we had one truck there who did not have the correct hitch-in, so that meant, unfortunately, he could not pull. And then we also had another exhibition truck that also says was no pull, so I'm not really sure what happened. Oh, that was the junkyard kid. That was the school bus.
Yes, that was an exhibition vehicle.
Yeah.
Broken axle, unfortunately. That's always kind of funny to watch come up the track, and they wait the back of the bus to get the front end to come up when the sled starts getting heavy on it. It's pretty neat. But unfortunately, a broken axle right at the line. So.
I already did mention that Carl took home the points championship. So congratulations to the Living on the Edge team.
Carl A.
And
that
not to be confused with Carl B.
Lamar. Congratulations, guys. Yep. East Coast Diesel. Huge class of 8,500 light pro, 9,500 pound super farm tractors. Probably the second largest class of the weekend at 22. And now I don't have them placed here, so I'm going to be reading from the page here. Taking the win. Somebody we all know. Started the year off horribly with a big boom. But big boom. Matt Smith with Fast Forward takes the win at 327.75. Second was Nathan Williams in the beautiful international called Addiction at 325.35. Third was Jeff McLaughlin with Demented at 322.15. Fourth was Kevin Nutt with the Rolling Thunder at 315.95. And I do believe Kevin Nutt won the points championship in this class.
I believe so, yes. Yeah. Let me confirm that here.
I'm sure of that.
Yes, Kevin Nutt took the win.
Congratulations, Kevin. Good job. Fifth was I call him Marty Smith on here. I know him as Marty, whatever. Mm-hmm. Mark Smith. Blue Unit. Blue Unit, yeah. 312.45. I should know that. I see it all year long. Sixth was Brian McNeil with the Southern Bred International at 311.65. Seventh was John Lilly with Extreme Pressure, and that was a case tractor. Mm-hmm. It's been a winner there many times before. 310 feet even. Eighth was Eric Smith with the Haywire tractor at 307.05. Ninth, the Screaming Eagle, Fred Hoke driving his dad Paul's tractor at 304.20. 10th was Brent Naylor with Elbow Deep at 304.00. And if you don't know
he was third in points.
And the name of the tractor will clue you into what kind of occupation Brent Naylor has.
It involves Holstein cows.
Holstein cows and Elbow Deep. 11th, the Still City Smoker of Colton Zundel, 301.70. 12th was Rick Houck with the Little Stinker at 301 feet even. 13th, Jake Boone with the Barnyard Bully at 300.95. And Jake Boone was the one that all but went through the wall at Keystone Nationals.
It's actually Jack Boone.
Jack Boone. Yes, it is Jack Boone. My bad. That's correct. But it says Jake on the sheet. So
Well, his name is
But
Jack.
his name is Jack. You
Jack.
just watched Jack on Three's Company here a little while ago. Jack. 14th, the Black Stripe Addiction, driven by DJ Boop, 300.55. That's a hot stock tractor, by the way.
I think having the extra weight that those tractors have, or the extra,
Yes.
I think, or the lower
another.
horsepower helped them with that track on Saturday night.
Yeah, absolutely. 15th was the Red Fever of Eli Zimmerman, 294.85. 16th, Michael Watkins with triple bypass at 293 and 15. 17th was Robert Houck with the Old Red at 290 and 40. 18th, Justin Martin at 284.65. 19th was case pending reinstated Jeffrey Faust, 282.55. 20th, DJ Boop with High on the Hog at 276.80. 21st was Matt Dersham with the other half at 276 and 60. And rounding out the class was John Austin with Misbehaving at 260.50. It's 10 of already, and we're still reading results.
And for anybody who saw the post about the bootlegger trailer that was present, the Misbehaving and the Southern Bread Tractor were the ones that were pulling in. I was like, so I wonder how that goes, them guys being in a very dominant green trailer with two red tractors. I have a feeling there will be a paint job in that trailer's future.
I got a secret, but I'm not going to say it on here. Yep.
Oh boy. Yep. I'll have to remember to ask you about that when we're
details to come.
All right. Then we got into the last class of the night. Was the 8,000 pound 3.0 Limited Pro diesel. And remember that Fred guy we were talking about earlier?
Fred.
He also swept the weekend. Congratulations to him. Mike Wilson taking the win at 324.20. Second place went to Billy Mead with the older Jenny at 322.60. I lost. Let me get back over.
I hate it when that happens. See? Yeah. I'm not the only one.
Yep. Older Jenny actually ended up fourth in points. So congratulations to them. Third place went to Brandon Ward with the Widowmaker. They were a little further down. But he was doing the driving obviously for Jay Hill. Went 322.55. And again, listen to how close these distances are. Second place through fifth were all in the 322 foot mark.
Yep.
Fourth place went to Jennifer Pushlar out of New York with the Matrix at 322.4. Fifth place went to Justin Gordon with the out of line Ford at 322.15. Sixth place was Rich Wolf with the last minute Ford at 321.95. Seventh place went to Leroy Walker with Dreams Happen at 319.9. The Walker team finished second in points. Congratulations to them. Eighth place went to Michael. I'm going to mess this one up. Garofalo.
Yep.
With the Perseverance at 319.30. Ninth place went to that guy I like to make fun of all the time, John Mans, driving the Against All Odds for Clint Mills, going 318.95. And Clint and his team actually ended up winning the points championship. So congratulations, Clint and team.
Ninth place.
Yeah. 10th place went to Jared Brown with the Bad Karma Dodge at 317.75. 11th place went to Tom Nicholas with It'll Be Fine at 317.4. 12th place went to Dustin Harrison with On the Hunt at 317 even. 13th place went to Jeffrey Dean with the Barely Legal at 316.70. 14th place went to Kyle Spickerman with the Old Jenny at 314.7. 15th place went to John Weaver with the Rude Awakening at 314.55. 16th place went to Jason Heimbach with the 312.15. 17th place went to Brendan Fink with the Home Wrecker at 311.5. 18th place went to Dean Detlefson Out of Connecticut with the Ready for Takeoff at 309.25. 19th went to Jeffrey Moeller with the Lockjaw 304.05. 20th place went to Rose Hanselman with her 1999 Ford at 288.7. And unfortunately, rounding out the class was Chuck Dutter with the Common Hooker going 140.75. I believe they said he was having some sort of electrical computer something issue was causing the truck to shut off. But Chuck did.
I heard he broke a crank.
Oh,
but I
you know those truck pullers, they like to spread rumors. You know.
I would rather have the electrical problem personally.
Yeah. But anyway, Chuck Dutter was able to secure a third place points finish with Snyder County. So congratulations to all of those pullers, both winning championship weekend and points championships. Definitely a fun weekend, a fun season with Snyder County, and definitely
Always.
Definitely looking forward to that for next year.
Yeah, it's a great time. You know, they get a lot of hooks. I got to give them credit, man. They get her done. A lot of hooks, 105 plus. You know, on Friday and pushing 90 on Saturday. So
yeah,
pretty good. A whole lot of places can't say that unless you're Bowling Green or whatever. So
absolutely,
that's getting her done, guys. Good job.
All right,
Coming up this weekend.
Coming
up this weekend. Now I gotta go over here and do some more fancy stuff here. Okay, we're going to start with the Friday flyer. Give me 1 second.
You want me to start talking about it while you're bringing it up?
Yes, we're going. Yeah, you know what we're talking about.
Yep. This Friday night over in McConnellsburg at the Grease, Steam, and Rust show. Actually, going to be 2 nights of pulling action. This Friday night is the kickoff starting at 7 p.m. Oh, you brought up that flyer. They're going to be having, like that flyer there says, 4x4 pickup truck pull as well as semi trucks.
Sorry to disappoint you.
I'm looking at the one that has old Hank Oster on it.
Oh,
that she had on there before. Oh well, that's still.
This is a schedule for Friday, so
yes,
and we're focusing on 7 and 9 p.m.
Yes. Those classes will include the 6500 absolute showroom, 6500 small block showroom, 7500 two-wheel drives, 6500 small block streets, 6500 big blocks, 6500 big block street, 6500 small block HO.
High output.
Yep. And a 6500 big block high output. An 8,000 absolute showroom diesel, 8,025 street, 8,026. You ready for this? 8,000 2.55 and an 8,000 2.65. Holy moly.
Oh, yeah.
And a 3.0 open diesel, as well as a street semi class, hot street semi, and a posse outlaw semi. I have a feeling if you have a pickup truck, they can find somewhere for you to pull on Friday evening, starting at 7 p.m.
Tanner and I were there in 2019. That's quite a pull. We went Saturday. We didn't make the Friday show, but Saturday was lots and lots and lots and lots of pulling.
Yep,
for sure. Then we moved to Saturday. Sorry. There you go.
Yep. Saturday night, action will be starting at 6 p.m. They're going to have a couple farm stock classes. They're going to have 7,500 and 9,500, both of which will have a speed limit at 4 miles per hour. Obviously, I'm not caught up on my sleep yet. They're also going to be having a 12.5 farm stock class going with a speed limit of 6 miles an hour. And then jumping up to a 15,000, 17,000, and 19.5 plus farm stock class. Then they will move into hot farm division with a 7,500, 9,500, and 12,500 weight limits for those three classes. And then they're going to have three smoker classes. They're going to have 10,000 pound pro stocks, 7,700 light limiteds, and 8,500 mod turbos running. This is a non-points event, so I can't really say how many tractors will be there. But they always usually pull in quite a few of the local pullers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and not to be forgotten is those steam engines show.
Oh yes.
That steam engine pool with the spark show they shut the lights off. Cool. That is awesome. You got to see it. Highly recommend.
They also have, as the schedule there says, they have all kinds of stuff happening. They have old time machinery demonstrations. They'll have the hit and miss engines fired up, doing all the kinds of things. I forget who's there that does the food. It's like a local fire hall or something, but they always do like a barbecue style event. They have all kinds of stuff there. I think there's like 80 plus vendors, and it's cheap. $2 a person to get in if you get there early, $5 after 5 p.m. So if you're in the area, McConnellsburg, weather's going to be nice. Go ahead and get out. All these people messaging me on Facebook. How dare they?
Well, it's 9 o'clock, so we're just going to be a couple minutes more here, folks.
Yeah, we'll be a little late, but it'll be all right.
To the pickle lady here shortly, if you wish.
Do you want to go into the other event we discussed?
Well, yeah, they open at 8 a.m. on Sunday here. We got one more day. And 10 a.m. the modern, classic, and antique tractor pulls will be going on Sunday. Now, when I was there, they pulled Saturday night ahead of and after would be like your pro stock, and you yourself pulled in the mod turbo.
Yes, I did.
And light limited. So I see they've moved the modern, classic, and antiques to Sunday at 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that would make Saturday a little easier. That was a pretty long night. I remember getting home about 2 or 3 in the morning from that.
Yeah, that was definitely another late event.
Yes.
But when you're dealing with all those farm stock people. Shoo.
It was a good event. I will give them that. And then we have a very important pull in my book because it is Shriners Children's Hospital benefit. Doug Heyman, he's supposed to call me and hasn't called me yet, but that's okay. I know he's busy. I'm busy. But $15 per person. This is coming up on October 29th. Please come and support this poll, please. Semis, my goodness, multi-engine modified tractors, hot farm, semi trucks, like I said, 2-wheel drive trucks. That's interstate. Your interstate modified class, you figure pretty much all of them are going to be there.
Yep.
I don't know if any East Coast stuff will be there. I'm not sure. If Jason McKenzie can make a pass right about now with 3 Hemis on, he just might be there.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That thing is a beast. My goodness, is that thing a beast with that third Hemi on. Wow. But I would love to see him come down there, but I'm not saying he's going to be there, and I'm not talking anybody into it. So antiques will start at 11 a.m., and that is the Delmarva tractor pullers. Antique classes at 50 hooks maximum. They're asking for a pre-registration for those. Then 6 o'clock, the main event will begin. The classes that I mentioned, and again, pulling for the kids for the Shriners Hospital, so the Shrine Club. I will be talking to Doug. I was joking with him a couple of weeks ago. I was talking to him at a pool, and I said, "We just get you on the show and talk." Yeah, JR, I don't know. Typical answer I give. That's it.
Yeah.
But I will.
Intimidated.
It's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
But trust me, I hate talking in front of a lot of people, and I even at the banquet, I give out a couple of awards, but I let Brian do the talking because I don't know, it's weird. But I will talk to Doug and get any more, in the next couple. Now there will not be a show next Wednesday because I again will be out of town. So, I will not be able to do a show next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday for sure, we will have the last minute bottom line for this pulling for the kids truck and tractor pull.
Mm-hmm.
And that is at Greensboro, Maryland, at the Greensboro Volunteer Fire Department. And if you were just there a couple of weeks ago when Lucas Oil East Coast Pro Pulling finished up their season, same track, same facility, albeit I think they're going to try out the new pitting situation. Will be at the field, I guess we'll call it the south side. I hope I'm right on that. But anyway, 6 and under are free, $15 per adult, 7 and over. So, it's for an excellent cause, and we want to help them make as much money as we can there with that. So,
absolutely.
And like you see, you want to go ahead and clue us in. I know I asked you this a couple weeks ago, but what we're looking at as far as interstate vehicles that will be there?
I would say all of our regular modifieds will be there. All the people that ran for points. I know Dale Forrester's helping them guys round up some tractors, so I have a feeling that a lot of them guys will all be there. Dale, Ian, all of them will be there. And I think a good many of the two-wheel drive trucks are planning on also going down as far as the interstate two-wheel drives. I can't speak for the East Coast guys.
I don't know.
And ladies, but I have a feeling, I would say you'll definitely have 6 of the mods there and 4 of the two-wheel drives. So.
Awesome. That's good. And, we may have, I know some of our hot farms are going down, so.
Yep.
East Coast wide. So. Who knows who's going to slip down there? I know some of our two-wheel drive guys are probably, engines are getting tired, so it's.
Yep.
We'll see. But we'll see. That's all I can say is we'll see. But for sure, I will get with Doug between now and our next show in 2 weeks. The Wednesday before the event.
Mm-hmm.
We'll dedicate as much time to that as possible. Well, we'll have a whole hour, so because I'm not attending any events. I can't go this weekend, so unless Kendra goes.
Real quick, we will be, and by we I mean the Chapter 11 team. We are heading out to Weeklands. I'm like, what is
also
the name?
A benefit pool.
Yeah, we're going to a benefit pool. It's the Make-A-Wish benefit pool out in Chest Springs, Pennsylvania. I believe Full Pool is the sanctioning body doing that. I don't know all the classes. I just know the Run Which Brung class will be there. And I think I saw somewhere in the chat that there's a 3.0 class out there as well. So not sure if any of our guys will be making the trip out that way. But there is a big benefit pool going on out in Western PA if you guys are in the area. Weeklands, it is Friday and Saturday. I'm sure if you Google or get on your Facebook search engine, you'll be able to find all the information there. Yeah. But it is a benefit pool out at the Weekland Mechanic Shop.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that's at in Pennsylvania. But
Chest Springs, Pennsylvania.
It's out there somewhere.
I know you get off I think we get off the turnpike at like Bedford and then head north. So.
Oh my goodness. That's not too bad.
Please mention the Keystone Bracket Showdown at Beaver Springs on Friday and Saturday, October the 21st and 22nd, with bracket class on Saturday. $2,500 to win the bracket. There you go. All you antique guys, Keystone Bracket Showdown at Beaver Springs. Friday and Saturday, October 21st and 22nd. That is next Saturday, next Friday and Saturday.
Figure. On it. That's excellent. Yeah, those bracket pools are awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, one event that I'm super, super excited for is the Days in Dark Corners. This girl here can't wait to be done with October and on vacation again. These in Dark Corners, White Plains, Georgia, November 4th and 5th.
Nope.
Yep.
I can't do it.
I know there's quite a few East Coast guys heading down there.
I know. Makes me crazy, but I just can't do it. You have no idea how far behind This guy is right now. And
Mm-hmm.
calendars for the banquet? Anyhow, no way. No way. Not as of right now, anyway. It's going to be tough getting video sets together.
Yeah.
But I can make that happen a whole lot easier than I can calendars. Reason being is JR didn't get the opportunity to photograph a single East Coast event this year because JR was filming or JR was flagging or teching or whatever. So, yeah. But I have an excellent photographer backup, but he also works a full time job, and that's a lot of photos. Will we have calendars? Most likely. All the classes, I can't say for sure, but we'll do what we can.
Yep.
So it's just life is very busy. So no other excuses, just the way it is. But if you're interested in a video set of your class, please let me know ahead of time. If you're attending the East Coast Banquet in Gettysburg, let me know. Just send me a message or an email or whatever. Call me if you have my number. So, and I'll get started on them very soon. So I still have events to edit. I'm not done. I'm not done. I still have events to edit. So, no, if I'm in that RV and I'm somewhere, I'm working. Trust me, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not on vacation. So I know I am, but I'm not. It's called laptop and editing. So, anyway, like, subscribe, share, hit that thumbs up for us. And Hagen Stoller, definitely that Keystone Bracket show. That's probably going to be one whale of a pool. Doggone it. And I remember Olin Simpkins saying something about that a while back, and I won't be able to make it. So unfortunately, but by all means, support it, folks. It's an antique pool, but let me tell you what, that bracket pulling is pretty tough because it's
Yep.
you versus an opponent, not you versus a whole class. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And by all means, help us with the Jerry Varner fundraiser. I've said it before. He's incurred many medical bills, and he's still fighting. At least they laid their finger on the problem. Now the problem is all the medical bills to pay for it.
Yep.
It's been a rough road for him. So we miss him on the pulling track, and we miss seeing him at the pulling tracks, and this is why. So please help him out best you can. Again, there's the address. The address is on the message board, easternextremepulling.com. Just click on the message board, forum board link, whatever I've got it worded as. And if not, send me a private message on social media, Facebook, and I'll give you the address. And I've had several do that, so help them out. That's all we can ask.
Yep.
So help us out too by hitting that thumbs up. I mean, we've only got 4 thumbs up here. Come on.
Come on,
We
people.
can do better than that. So, and now that's something, other people will hit it too. I don't think it counts when it comes in from Facebook. So,
Yeah.
but we need more than that. But anyway, I try not to be too boring. But we're going to start getting some guests on here. Let me catch my breath after the banquets. I'll try to do my best to line up some good shows. We're going to do that Dwayne Martin, Bill Grove thing with the classic photos. That's probably going to be a really long show. Not really long, but it's going to be probably an hour and a half to 2 hours long. Dwayne needs an hour and 50 minutes of it, so we'll say tons. By the way, I'm going to say something. Dwayne Martin, man, Saturday did a shrimp boil. Knocked it out of the park, buddy. Absolutely fantastic. If you want a shrimp boil, pay that man to do your shrimp boil because it is unbelievable. Awesome shrimp boil.
We were just eating breakfast at lunchtime, so
Oh my goodness. Kids.
we had a lot of catching up to do on Friday night. Well,
Yeah.
it was almost time for sun to come up till we got to bed. So
Well, I was long asleep by then, so
yeah.
I didn't stay out too long. I've been there, done that. I knew better. So, but yeah. Hats off to you, Dwayne, man. That was a fantastic shrimp boil. Really appreciate that. So okay, I'm not going to ramble on. It's 9:13. I may even edit another class before I decide to turn in tonight. We'll see. But thanks for joining us. Next week, no show. Week after, for sure, we're going to really want to get a hold of Doug Heyman and finalize all this good stuff for this truck and tractor pool pulling for the kids deal here in Greensboro, Maryland. So we'll have you some up to date information on that. So okay, anything else, Kendra?
No, I'm all talked out. Believe it or not.
I find that very hard to believe with Kendra. Oh my, who are you trying to kid? I'm just kidding. Okay, with that said, we'll see you in 2 weeks. And again, keep this Greensboro, Maryland pool in mind. And by all means, go check out the Grease, Steam, and Rush show this weekend in Connellsburg, Pennsylvania. So, and the bracket pool at Beaver Springs. Check it out.
Yes.
Go support these pools because it's almost time for snow to fly, and there won't be any pools. So go enjoy them now. Kendra, I'll be right back.
Okay.
See ya.